I was in a familiar foggy forest. I had no clue where it was, but the woods were familiar. I walked around them as I realized that I knew them. Of course, it was hard to tell. All the trees and terrain looked oddly similar. I wandered for some time, trying to recall anything. My mind was as foggy as the forest. As I walked, the forest got stranger. Strange calls came from the distance. A clock hung from every tree. All of them were dead. All the clocks had stopped. But when I looked at them, I couldn't see what time they had stopped at. I heard a siren, and as I wondered what the hell was happening, the fog was gone as screams and flames scoured the earth. I woke up, sweaty and clammy as always. For the last 3 months, without break, I had the same dream. I always woke up at the same time as well. Always 2:47 a.m. without fail. I contemplated going back to sleep, but decided against it. I had a fuck ton of homework to do, and I needed to clean my flat. I yawned, wondered why I hated myself, and set about my self-assigned tasks. At 7, I got in the shower and got myself ready for the day. I had to be at an interview at 10, but preparedness was a virtue. I picked out a fine suit and got in my car. My career as an investigative journalist hung on that interview. At 8, I got some coffee from my favorite breakfast joint. I saw a scruffy-looking man with a cup sleeping out front of it as I was leaving. I put a 20 in his cup and was walking away as he awoke with a snort and said 2:47. I didn't make any correlation at the time. At 9:01 sharp, I got to the head office of the New York Times. I chatted with my fellow colleagues. Out of the 3 interns who wanted my position, everyone agreed it was going to be me to get in. Not to be arrogant, but I felt like I deserved it. I was the hardest working, the most driven, and always the first one there. I would make a damn fine investigative journalist. So I thought at least it wasn't a very long discussion. I had spent 3 fucking years working for nothing, so naturally I went out and got drunk. It took 4 different bars before I noticed the same beat-up car following me. Maybe it was just that I was drunk. I parked at the next bar at 2. I waited around. The beat-up red Ford rounded a corner. So I was just being drunk and paranoid. I felt stupid for thinking I was being followed, and decided the solution was more drink. I went into the bar, thankful that it was low down enough to serve a fucking drink instead of some weak piss water. I was into my 4th cup of whiskey on the rocks when I saw the homeless man from earlier drinking. I walked over to him and we made small talk. He was grateful for the charity that allotted him the drinks. I was just drinking to get drunk. After a while, he looked down at his watch and said, "Well, boy, it's been nice talking to you, but it's time now. Best of luck to you, stranger." With that, he left through the front door. I looked down at my watch and saw that it was 2:45. Then I remembered what the hobo had said in his sleep. As I stumbled outside, I heard rumbling. At first, I thought it was a building falling. But then I got an emergency alert on my phone. Missiles were headed straight for New York. I ran inside at 2:47 p.m. The missiles haven't stopped falling. It's like rain, and it's only by luck that the bar hasn't been hit yet. It took a while before I remembered my dream. At 2:47, the time I woke up after a dream of death and fire, missiles hit the city I lived in. As I looked through the internet on my data, praying my phone doesn't die because the power's out, I came to a worse conclusion. Something worse is going to happen at 2:47 a.m. It's 5 p.m. now, and the missiles and bombs haven't stopped. There is no escape.